Good morning. In the previous lectures, we have seen the rights and duties of principal and agent. Okay. Now, if you see section wise, section 211 to section 222, they relate with agent's rights and duties. Okay. And section 222, from section 222 till section 225, there are duties of principal. Okay, and we have seen previously the rights of an agent are duties of a principal and the duties of the agent are rights of the principal. Okay, now when you see section 211, what section 211 states? Agent's duty in conducting principal's business, means he has to do it within the directions of the principal. That is mentioned in 211. 212 says skill and diligence required from agent. Agent has to work on behalf of the principal, but he has to apply his skill, his diligence. He should be active in taking decision on behalf of the principal. Okay. Next is 213, that is agent's account. An agent is bound to render accounts, proper accounts to the principal. That is 213. 214, agent's duty to communicate with the principal whenever he is in problems. He wants certain directions, he is having certain queries, certain questions, then he has to ask the principal. Now these are certain duties. Now 215 says right of principal when agent deals on his own account in business of agency without principal's consent. Means what section 214 is telling? That it is a duty of the agent that he has to communicate to the principal, he has to take his advice and all. But when he does not do it, then the principal is having a right to repudiate the agency and he can make liable the agent. Okay. Next is 216, that is principal's right to benefit. Now here in between the duties of the agent, we are seeing the rights of the principal, because those are the duties of the agent. Okay. Principal's right to benefit gained by agent, means what is the duty? The agent should not gain any benefit when he is doing the transaction on behalf of the principal. Whatever the benefit is of the principal. Okay. Now if he takes the benefit, then principal is having a right to make liable the agent. Okay. Now 217, 218 and all we have seen in the previous lecture, but at that time I told you right of retainer and right of lien, but I have not told you the difference between the two. Okay. See, section 217 is telling agent's right to of retainer. See, retainer means what? When agent's remuneration which has been fixed, it is not paid, and his agent is asking for the remuneration, principal is not paying that remuneration, and in between that what happens? On behalf of the principal, agent receives some money. Then what he can do? He can retain his remuneration from that money, and the rest of it with the accounts he can give it to the principal. That is right of retainer, to retain the money, to subtract, to deduct his money and give rest to the principal. And right of lien is what? Relating to property, means if he is having possession of the property and if the expenses which he has done, agent has done on behalf of the principal himself, personal liability he has incurred, and that money is not paid, then what he can do? He is having a right of lien, means unless the money is paid he will not give the possession. Okay. That is 221. In the absence of any contract to the contrary, an agent is entitled to retain goods, papers and other property, whether movable or immovable, of the principal received by him until the amount due to himself for commission, disbursement and services in respect of the same has been paid or accounted for to him. So right of retainer and right of lien we have seen in the previous lecture. Okay. Now these are the rights of the, in between we have seen the rights of the principal, but these are the duties of the agent. Okay. Now till section 221, duties of agent are there, that is rights of a principal is there, and thereafter principal's duty to agent from 222, that is agent's right. Agent to be indemnified against consequences of lawful acts. 223, agent to be indemnified against consequences of acts done in good faith. We have seen this, isn't it? Means the principal's duties are rights of an agent. He should be indemnified for the lawful acts which he has done. If he is injured and all, and if he suffers certain injuries, he suffers some loss, then he is having a right to get compensation. Okay. But if a criminal act has been done by the agent, the principal will not be liable. 224. Non-liability of employer of agent to do a criminal act. Where one person employs another to do an act which is criminal, the employer is not liable to the agent, either upon an express or implied promise to indemnify him against the consequences of that act, because it is a criminal act. He should not have done that, isn't it? So next is 225. Compensation to agent for injury caused by principal's neglect. Means while he is doing the work of the principal is negligent, and because of his negligence the agent suffers some injury, then the principal's duty is that he has to compensate him. It means the agent's right is that he has to get the compensation. Okay, now these are the rights and duties of the principal and agent. Now we will see the position of the principal. The position of the principal when an agent is appointed, and what is his position with the third persons. Okay, position of principal and agent in relation to third parties. Now what we have seen, the principal appoints the agent. The agent creates a legal relationship between the principal and the third parties, and the agent dropouts, isn't it? The relationship is formed between the principal and agent. So principal and third parties, sorry, not the agent, principal and third parties. Agent is just a catalyst, agent is just a representative. Now means this is the main thing the agent has to do. The agent is an hyphen. He is going to join the principal with the third parties. He is going to create legal relation, legal capacity he has to create a legal relation between the principal and the third parties. Okay, now this position which we have to see based upon what? Named principal, unnamed principal and undisclosed principal. We will see named principal. Means the agent is acting on behalf of the principal, and he has told the third parties that he is an agent and such person is my principal. Means the relationship is very much crystal clear. He is an agent that is known by the third persons. In that case, what is the position? Means named principal means what? Name and existence is disclosed to the third parties. The position is what? Acts of the agent are the acts of the principal. Qui facit per alium, facit per se. Second is when the agent exceeds his authority. We have seen when the agent exceeds his authority, and if the principal ratifies it, then by the unauthorized act being done by the agent also, the principal will be liable. Okay, now third is notice given to the agent is notice given to the principal. Means the third parties can give information, give notice to the agent, that is like they have given the notice to the principal. Okay, misrepresentation or fraud if done by the agent, for that also the principal will be liable to the third parties. We have seen in vicarious liability, because here fraud, though it is unauthorized, it is like unauthorized modes of doing authorized act. Okay, in the authorized act, if he does fraud, if he does misrepresentation, principal will be liable to third persons based upon the vicarious liability. Okay, now this is the concept of named principal, where his name and existence is disclosed. Second is what? Unnamed principals. Mean in unnamed principal, what happens? The agent tells the third parties that he is an agent, but he does not tell the name of the principal. In that case also the principal is liable, but his name is unknown to the third persons. So till the name is disclosed, the third persons can make the agent liable. Otherwise the position is same. Once the name of the principal is disclosed, the position is same like disclosed and named principal. Okay, means the general rules whatever are, they will apply. Unnamed principal means agent does not tell the name of the principal. Okay, now the third is what? Undisclosed principal. Means I am acting as an agent of yours, but I am not telling the third person that I am an agent. Okay, means I am not telling I am an agent, means your name is also not disclosed and your existence also is not disclosed, because I am not telling that I am an agent. I am working on my own capacity. Okay, now in this case what happened? The third party can make the agent liable, because they don't know, because they know that this person is not is acting in his own capacity. He is not acting on behalf of somebody. So they can make liable the agent himself. But when the agent in the last moment, when he discloses, maybe in the court and all, he discloses, now the principal does not remain undisclosed, he becomes disclosed, isn't it? His name is disclosed now. So once the name and existence is disclosed, thereafter the principal can be made liable. Okay, now this is the position of the principal and agent with the third parties. Based upon that, we have seen three concepts: named principal, unnamed principal, and undisclosed principal. Okay, bye bye. See you in the next video.